Hello everyone, welcome to SpeedGaming 4. This is the Metroid Prime Randomizer weekly race. I'm Sean. Commentating with me I have the Fish.
Hello.
And tracking we have Baal Marquardt. We have Faisy on the left, Baha Blood on the right. The race is about to start. Today we have even settings, which means random start, randomized elevators. So this should be more interesting than usual. We'll see where we end up.
I'm super excited because this is the first time that I will be commentating here.
Yep.
And I can't wait to see runners playing the game that are better than me.
Alright, we're starting in Phendrana with 5 missiles. Okay.
Very interesting start. It kind of reminds me of one randomizer that I had, where I started in that exact same room, but with only plasma beam, and I thought I was soft locked.
Oh yeah.
Because charge beam was not shuffled.
Shoreline. So shorelines. Baja's UI looks fantastic. That's a great purple. Kind of violet. Faisy, I think, is just using the stock UI.
Yeah, pretty much looks like it. You can kind of tell that the runners have already started at these rooms because they know exactly what they're doing.
I mean, yeah, these are always experienced players, and we're pretty much just looking at the surrounding checks.
Right, so one of the first checks we're gonna get is like the lighthouse right now, right?
Well, not really get because we don't have supers or spiders,
Yeah, right.
but we can look at it. Not sure what it is because we're looking at it with a very with a much lower quality.
It looked like a missile though, but
yeah,
could have also been a suit.
Yeah, we can't hear anyone's game audio. I tried switching to Baja's, but we still can't hear anything.
Vanilla boost ball coming up. And that is plasma beam.
Alright, Plasma and Canyon, which means we can do a few more checks here in Phendrana, which is great. I believe we have charge, so...
So the runners are starting with charge?
Yeah, we always start with charge, yeah.
Okay, good. Right, so now that puts like both ice runes into logic, and plasma beam also helps with what am I thinking right now?
Well, let's see, there's 3 checks here in early Phendrana that are locked by ice, and hi Ridley, bye Ridley.
Well, I started getting used to minor cutscene skips, so I think Ridley does not even appear there. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's see, a minor cutscene is one that... A minor cutscene is one that doesn't move Samus, and a major cutscene is one that does.
Exactly, yeah.
So, We got a wave beam in the ice there, which is good. A space jump in the other ice there.
Very nice. That looked like a nothing on Basha's side.
Oh, it's Baja.
Ah, sorry.
So yeah, Baja also gets wave. Yeah, we're pretty much just evenly matched here. Not really much room for divergence early on here. Love the little rectangle we've formed on the tracker. Now, I'm not sure if we have Morph Ball. I don't think we do.
Nope.
I think Morph Ball is shuffled in Prime 1, usually.
So in order to leave Fendrana, we would either have to go through back Fendrana, which would require Ice Beam, or we need Morph Ball and Morph Ball Bombs and Verisuit to come out through Magma Caverns, right?
Elevators are shuffled, so we
Oh,
don't
right.
know that.
I forgot about that, right?
Oh, was that Morph?
I did not see it.
Oh, in the ice hub here. Feisty is about to get it. Yeah, it's Morph.
It is, yeah.
Loving that baby blue power suit on Baja's side. Yeah, also, recently, I'm not sure how recently, but Spring Ball was actually implemented in Prime 1 through the Rando in the GameCube version, which is always nice to see. Spring Ball is just an upgrade that lets you jump with the Morph Ball. Anyway, yeah, the stream is offline because I think we are trying to. Yeah, I think we're trying to fix the audio, so I probably just restarted everything. Let's see if it works now. Nothing's moving yet.
Oh, we can hear something.
Yeah, now there's audio, it's just very quiet. So we could turn that up, that would be great. I'm also going to switch to Feisties so we can adjust that too. Okay, sounds fine. Oh, yep, that is Boost Ball on Sheegoth Mummy.
I'm starting to wonder where the game wants us to go with that random elevator then.
Well, we are getting a lot of mobility stuff,
Yeah.
so probably, honestly, could be anywhere. We are getting Varia, so probably not early Magmore.
Yeah, it seems like that magma is out of the question for now.
Well, not all of it, because it's not all heated, but
Yeah, right.
early magma is all heated, so that one is definitely not in logic right now. Right, Baja's also about to get the boost ball.
I think the runners are expected to do the puzzle skip, right? So that one is not logic because of the boost ball.
Which puzzle?
I'm trying to think of the name where you have to do the 4 spinners and then the planetary stuff comes up.
Oh, the observatory.
Observatory, right?
Uh, I'm not sure if that's a logic because it's scan dashes, I believe, and yeah, I'm not sure if those are in logic at this level. It's been a while since I last did commentary on Prime.
Yeah, I still need to get familiar with all the settings in general. Not in logic, it's intermediate, Ginger Chris says.
Yeah, but we have boost ball now, so anyway, we can do it. Now it's in logic, definitely. Like the room itself is in logic.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was thinking. That's why Faisy is heading there. So who knows, maybe Ice Beam in Research Core?
Well, that would be very lucky because we need all beams for final bosses, and I believe those are enabled. It would also be lucky because, you know, at least we wouldn't have to do reverse labs.
Right. It's also worth mentioning that our runners have yet to find an E-tank, but as skilled as they are, they're probably not gonna die.
Yeah, unfortunately, with no E-tanks, it's a bit hard at first.
Yeah.
Need to be careful here with all the pirates.
Especially considering that this is like the first time the game throws some pirates at you, right?
It's definitely one of the big areas with pirates. I think it's one of the first you encounter, yeah. There's a few you encounter at the crashed frigate, but yeah, these are the first full power pirates you encounter.
Yeah, but they don't even fight you in the first layer of that room, right?
The ones at the frigate, there's two flying ones who just flee, and
And then the
next to
weakened
the
ones,
entrance, yeah, the dying ones.
Bar showing me how to do the dashes. Nicely done.
Oh, not spider ball. The top of observatory, so we'll need to do that. Just a nice slope jump here, another one here. There we go.
Very nice.
Actually, when I said earlier that minor cutscenes don't move Samus and major cutscenes do, that's not it. That's actually how the competitive setting works, which is the one we're using. The competitive setting eliminates only the cutscenes that do not move Samus. The ones that do are kept in.
Hmm. Both runners super equal right now in terms of items and in terms of location.
Yeah, we're pretty much just on the same track. There's not much divergence here. Labs is a good place to check, seeing as we got all those items early on, especially Boost Ball is a great tell. Definitely Boost was most likely intended for Observatory. So there is probably something here. On top of
Yeah,
Spider Ball, of course.
it pretty much needs to be something in terms of progressing this, right?
Yep, here's Super Missiles. Our bar also got an E-Tank right here, Fighter's about to get it. And in Research Core, it's just a missile, thankfully, but now we do have to do reverse labs. Not in the dark, but we do.
Yep.
With Super Missiles, we can also check Hydra.
Absolutely.
Baha just did, I wasn't looking. No, I'm sorry, Baha did not just do that.
That's still
We're
coming
not.
up, right?
Yeah, we're not in Hydra yet. You can't peek that item without the X-ray visor, so it will be a surprise.
Surprise that I'm sure both runners will like.
If it's major, yeah. If it's just a missile, or even worse than nothing, probably not.
Where to even go if it's no progression, though?
Well, we haven't checked the lifts yet. Those could easily go anywhere.
Is there any lifts accessible right now?
Shorelines.
Right.
I think I got the competitive cutscene removal backwards. I think it's actually the other way around. The
Yeah.
cutscenes that don't move Samus are kept, and the ones that do are removed. Feisty is warping back.
Let's see if Bar
Well,
decides to do that as well.
with the current settings, logically you do need thermal for Thardus, yes. I believe that's invisible objects.
Yeah, thermal should be pretty much required if you want to put Thaurus into logic.
Okay, let's see the bell tower.
Maybe it was a suit after all.
Yeah, we didn't get a good look at it earlier, but Feisty is going for it, so it's probably something important.
Yeah. Also makes sense
Ah, it's
because
a beam. It's the ice beam. Yeah.
Makes
Good.
sense because the game gave you Spider Ball, right?
Yeah. So, now that we have all beams, all we need really is a phase arm suit for final bosses and the artifacts. That's it.
We're off to a good start. The elevator goes to Talent Overworld.
Right, to the upper great tree hole, which means we might see a bar skip, or we might not. Let's see what Baha decides to do. We probably
Ooh.
will. Okay, power bombs, which means now we have to do life growth, which is probably going to be progression.
Yep. The only question remains, which kind of progression?
If it's not progression, that's just funny. Oh. Baha tried doing the thing.
I've never seen that before, actually.
Nothing. Oh.
That's all out of nothing. Flamethrower.
Yeah, we don't have X-ray, which means these next items, I don't think they are in logic. So this might just be nothing. In life growth. So with power bombs, I'm not sure where we're supposed to go now. Yep, just another missile.
Well, there's at least another elevator.
Oh, don't tell me we have to do Thardus. Really?
Well, at least Pfizer's going for it.
Probably gonna try and skip it. Here from the front. Oh? Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Not trying to skip it. Just gonna go straight to it. Now we don't have thermal, which means Thardus isn't in logic right now. We can get to the other lift right behind here, so we'll see where that takes us.
Yeah.
Don't have many other options. Baha, however, decided to do bar skip and is now doing reverse hat without gravity, which is not fun, but Baha's got it. Oh, thermal visor. So
Now
that's
that
what that
changes
was.
things.
I hope that was just the most random spot possible, because that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, so that means that theoretically Thardus would now be in logic for Baha.
I mean, we were definitely not intended to get it this way, which means we are probably meant to get gravity and all the way to the front before we can do this.
Right.
Which,
So
yeah.
Yeah, so the chain starts with gravity somewhere. And the access to frigate.
Yeah, we are probably meant to get gravity somewhere. Probably, I think, maybe behind Thardus, because I think we have beginner dashes on.
But at least we have the luxury that we get to see what Thardus has in store.
Though we don't have the grapple beam. We do have Spider to get up there. So Baha is going back to Fendrana right now. Oh, no! There was another lift, right. Which
Yeah.
I don't think is in logic, because we have to do bar skip to get down here. But this lift leads to Chozo Ruins Plaza.
Yeah, super exciting because Chosen Runes always have quite some density to the items.
Well, yeah, it does often have stuff. Usually, if it's accessible from the start. But it really wasn't today. So I'm not sure.
That looks like gravity, isn't it?
Might be. Poem expansion, once I know. Tower of Light.
And
Let's
Thales
check
had a
Tower
missile.
Chamber. Yes, I thought this was a dud. E-Tank. So is that gravity or not? Let's see.
But very much was a suit, so we're definitely gonna pick it up, I would assume.
Here we go. Yep, that is gravity. So,
Yeah, it's quite interesting because that it completes the logic chain, but Thales only had a missile, right?
yeah. I mean, we don't really have access to the entrance of Frigate right now. And to get to the to the back way, we have to do bar skip, which is very much not in logic. So
I guess
the logic chain isn't really complete at this point. We have to get
there's
away into the front.
yeah, there's still the missing link of getting to the front. But as soon as that happens, with the gravity and the thermal visor, as soon as you find the entrance to the frigate, which we could have already had because we weren't. Oh no, we weren't create an upper tree hole, right? We were in Talon, but
Yeah.
we're not able to access the front of frigate.
Oh, does this go to Magmore? Varia.
Ooh,
Okay, so now we can go to Magmore.
very interesting.
Okay, yeah, this goes to Lava Lake. So if skipping Thardus is in logic, then this is the intended path.
Well, I guess skipping Thales is as much logic as doing Thales, isn't it? Once you have the spider ball.
I think doing Thardus without thermal is considered invisible object, which is not enabled.
Oh, okay.
So no. But if skipping Thardus is in logic, then yeah, getting to this lift is very much in logic. Oh yeah, and we could also get there through labs.
Right.
Once we got the ice beam, we could get out of the labs through the back, which means
Yeah,
we would
yeah.
have to do labs 3 times.
That would have been nasty. Let's see what Triclops offers at the back.
storage cavern is powerbomb expansion. Well, it's not what I want to see, but I will not say no.
Is there ever a world where you save these 4 seconds of not picking it up?
I mean, seconds are seconds.
That's what I'm thinking.
Seconds are very valuable in both speedrunning and in races.
Yep. And especially considering that we already picked up the main power bombs, right? So you're not running
Yeah,
out
but
of supplies.
Feisty hasn't though.
Oh, Feisty
So
has not.
that was a great pickup for Feisty.
I thought Feisty already had them because they're
No,
marked as picked up on the tracker.
yeah, that's we usually mark them when we just get an expansion.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, Baha did find the main power bombs, I believe, which
Yeah.
were in Chozo Ice Temple, which I guess Feisty didn't check.
Yeah. I thought Feisty checked that, that's why I was quite sure of that. Alright, let's see what item is in Tunnel A, I believe is the name of this. Access Tunnel A or something.
Just tunnel to shorelines. It's an
And it's an
artifact. Okay. So Baha is doing reverse frigate to get to the artifact temple, even though it's out of logic. I'm sure he knows.
Well, at least that's gonna give some insight, right?
Yeah, having hints is going to be very, very useful for Baha.
Yeah. Makes the planning easier, if not even possible to begin with.
Plus, with all these E-tags that Baha's been collecting, he might even be able to skip Varia if the artifacts aren't too bad.
Oh, I would be interested in seeing that.
So that could be a huge time save, or a huge waste of time. You're always gambling in these in a randomizer when you go out of logic.
Yeah. Hoping for that juicy face-on suit or something.
It would be very useful because then you would only have to get the artifacts to get to the final bosses.
Also climbing the frigate to get access to another elevator. And finding an E-tank.
Okay, so Baha decides instead to. Yeah, no, Baha just checked the item in here. Now
Did you
the
pick up
item
where the
down
elevator
here.
goes?
No, I didn't. I was looking up the chat.
That was a missile and armor chamber, I guess?
Let's check alcove. The room. Just a missile. Oh well. And Fighty's here too. Nice. So now they'll both be checking hints, and if anything requires gravity and nothing requires Varia, then Baja will be at an advantage. But if anything requires Varia, then Baja needs to go back to Vendrana and get that suit.
Right, and that's where Faisy has the edge, right? Because Faisy's already picked up the Vera suit.
Yeah, it's actually right next to the elevator in the little tunnel that you need plasma to open up. Right behind Thardis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was an artifact in Biohazard Containment. I missed that. That was a terrible artifact. So yeah, gravity is required. So I don't think Baja has checked the hints yet. Just collected them. Yep, checking them right now. That is a great looking menu. Wow. Shore tunnel. Which is the one Feisty has. Ventilation shaft. Oh, great. Oh well, we have everything we need to get there. It's just a bit out of the way. Elite research.
Yeah.
Whew, that was close.
Time for a visit for mines at some point. At least
Yeah.
it's not Optimus Omega Pirate.
So, shore tunnel is really the problem here for Baja. You can definitely get that one without Varia if you get there through the back, through the elevator that leads there. But I'm not sure we know that one. I'm not sure where that is. So it could be. Baja could indeed still just need to get Varia. Oh, monitor station. Actually, it's right here. So here we go. Baja can indeed just skip Varia.
That's quite handy.
Provided that Phazon suit isn't in Magmore, because if it is, then... Whew. Yep, Baja just racing here. It's 10 HP per second in heated areas. So we are looking at 10 seconds for an E-Tank, which means he's got about a minute, which is really good. Oh, is he daring? He is daring.
Absolutely.
Varia was right behind Thardis to answer a question in chat. Yeah, ice tunnel to Deep Vendrana. And there's Phazon's suit. Okay, now if Baja can just get back there, he can skip Varia successfully and just get to the artifacts. Please tell me this is an E-Tank. No, it's not Factor Strength. Okay.
Oh wow.
Come on. Come on. Please, Baja, survive this. Come on. You have 20 seconds. Get to the lift. Come on. It's close.
Oh, my heart is beating like crazy right now.
This is a great run. Okay, taking the safe path.
I don't think you can afford to take the damage here.
Yeah, it's a bit more time consuming, but definitely worth it. And there we go to Sun Tower. That is great. So Baja has successfully skipped Varia completely.
Absolutely amazing.
Great hit run. And great Phazon suit. That is indeed the real Phazon suit. So yeah, this is our logical entrance to Chozo, which we've already seen. Now we need a path to Phazon mines, which I hope isn't in Magmore still. And that will be it. Baha's already halfway done with the artifacts.
I didn't
He's
catch
been doing
how
a great job.
I didn't catch how Faisy entered the mines.
Yeah, I wasn't looking either. Looks like there is a lift to main quarry. Someone's saying it was at the bottom of Root Cave?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Root Cave. So that was really good. Now Baha just needs to get back to Talon, get to the bottom of Root Cave, get to mines, and I think the rest of the artifacts that he needs are right there. So, the problem here for Faisy is that he's still looking for gravity, and Phazon, while Baha just got both of those for free, basically.
Right, and there's one artifact in Magmore. I'm not sure if Baha already picked that up though.
The Artifact of Strength in the tunnel. That is definitely one that he got. There were
Yeah.
two in there. There were two.
Yeah, I was thinking
here,
of the other
and,
one.
Yeah, Baha's got them both. One was right here, and the other was in the tunnel. So where is he going now? On this very strict time limit. Okay, back to the lift. Let's go Baha.
So it appears that Baha really has a lead because of the suits, but if Faisy gets lucky and finds the suits in time, because of the routing with the artifacts, this might still check out actually.
Yeah, like, by skipping Varia like this, Baha just cut out a massive chunk of progression.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not really a massive chunk of progression, but really just quite a few minutes. Like, I think 10 minutes worth. Not to mention that Faisy doesn't know where gravity is, and we know it's required.
Yep.
Okay, Baha is going for the climb here. It's ultimately not that hard, there's just that slippery spot there where he just fell, but otherwise it's very basic standable terrain. Alright, so the artifact in Elite Research seems to be the one at the top, which means we don't even have to fight Phazon Elite, though... Oh no, actually, we just fought Phazon Elite, it was at the bottom, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to fight Phazon Elite, so Baha's gonna have to do that. But again, he's got
The
a huge
ventilation
lead
stuff.
still.
Yeah,
He's
it's the
got a
ventilation
huge
stuff
lead
to pick
still.
up.
Because of course we only have 6 artifacts. So once Baja gets to mines, which is right now, he can just clean up shop. So we have Ventshaft, we have Elite Research. Where's the last one?
Nah, I was thinking of that one the entire time. I'm not sure.
Oh right, we have one in Fungal B,
Ah, it's another one of mine.
which is frustrating, but hey, we can get there.
That's just some travel distance, really.
It makes me wonder where X-Ray could be, because if we don't have invisible objects on, then we do
Yeah.
need X-Ray for those platforms.
Maybe it's also somewhere hidden in mines.
Oh, I would hope so, but honestly, it could be anywhere.
No.
Alright, so Baja is getting into Elite Research from the top, which means that he will probably try the turret first, and then have to fight the phase on Elite.
Kind of makes sense to do it this way as well, doesn't it? Because if it is on top, you save some time by not having to fight the elite first.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Baja's thinking.
Yeah. But Baja's going to get the bad news.
I think Vicey immediately fought the Phazon elites because they because they entered the room from the bottom,
Yeah.
which means that look, with everything you need to do to get to the top, it's honestly faster to just fight the Phazon elite right away.
Yep.
How appropriate that the Phazon elite would have the artifact of warrior. Actually, is that vanilla? I think that's vanilla.
I know that vanilla has an artifact there. I'm not sure if it's that exact one. I think it might be actually the warrior.
Yeah, it might, because it's a fight. Yeah, it is vanilla.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit arbitrary, that's right.
Sometimes they're arbitrary, but most of the time they are relevant. Like the artifact of warrior, I remember it was indeed linked to some kind of fight. What was the vanilla artifact in Sun Chamber Ghosts?
Honestly, I have no idea. Because why would I care?
Oh, which one was it?
Let me look it up real quick.
I think it's like, yeah, Wild. Wild, right. Again, Wild is in Sun Chamber, on the corpse of Flagra.
which you don't get to see today, probably. Most likely.
The artifact of Elder, I think, was in Chozo Ice Temple, yeah, under the Elder statue.
Artifact of Elder?
Or was
Says
that
Control
another
Tower.
one? Oh, so no. Oh, what's in Chozo Ice Temple?
That's Artifact of Sun.
Of Sun?
Yeah,
What?
at least
I
that's
feel
what...
like I feel like those should be swapped.
Yeah, exactly my thoughts just now. But that's what Metroid Wiki is giving me, so... I wouldn't know. Yeah, right? The Artifact of Sun should be in Sun Chamber.
Maybe Wild could be in Life Grove.
Would make sense, yeah. But the one in Live Grove is Artifact of Chozo. Anyway, Faizi just entering Metroid Quarantine area.
Yep. MQI. And Baja is just behind. Unfortunately, Baja is only behind physically because
Yeah,
progression-wise, he is very much in the lead.
major lead. I remember my first time doing this without the X-ray visor. It was horrid.
I mean, you just have to shoot at the platforms and...
Right, but they're also moving, right? So you kind of gotta adjust with their speed in your mind and stuff. It's not
yeah.
super easy the first time you do it.
Cosmo needs to have a talk with Ficey about this room. Run this shot first. Unless you shoot first in the very brief period of time between one cutscene and the next. Is Baja using thermal?
Yeah, you can kind of see the flame thrusters of the platforms a little bit if you use thermal, right?
I have no idea. I think it would be much easier to just shoot them.
I mean, you don't have to waste time shooting them if you can see them, but they're very faint. You just barely
Yeah,
make them out.
I can kind of see them now, but they are hard to make out, and they're not very representative of where the platforms actually are, like collision-wise.
The first time that I played this game, vanilla, when I was like 10 or so, I did not know that X-ray was a thing, and I thought they were meant to be hard to be seen. So I just worked my way through them platforms with the thermal visor.
And then you got soft-locked at a Mega Pirate.
Oh, it's really hard to get softlock in vanilla. I basically just hit at the end of the road, basically. Because, like, you can't progress here somewhere if you haven't got Plasma Beam, I think, coming up the room that
Oh,
Bar's
yeah,
heading
yeah.
into.
And did you not have that?
Yeah, I did not have that at that point.
Okay. Yeah, Plasma Beam was pretty weird in the vanilla game. It's just in a room somewhere.
Yeah, it's a puzzle in Macmo, right?
Yeah.
This I don't know what it's called. The ceiling puzzle.
Plasma processing.
There you go. I'm super bad with names because I just memorize stuff in
Oh,
pictures.
yeah, yeah, it's, I get that.
And I've only played like 20 randomizers or so.
Yeah, like with some time you eventually learn the important room names.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Echoes is even worse because you have all the storage A, B, C, storage 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I've only played Echoes once. I like the atmosphere, but the music was the one point for me why I was sticking to Prime 1 instead.
Now, the music is definitely better in Echoes, to me at least.
Oh, you think
I
so?
love it.
Interesting. Right, it's good pointing out that Baja has no missiles right now.
Yeah, having to fight Metroids without missiles is terrible. And in the 2D games, it would be completely impossible. At least it's possible here.
Yep.
So Baja just got the artifact in Fungal Hall B. Where else do we need to go? Is Baja done?
I think one more artifact is missing, right? The one that we couldn't remember, that now I can't remember again.
No, that was Fungal Hall B, the one that
Oh,
Baja
right.
just got.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think Baja's done. Yeah, I think the
Ventilation.
tracker just missed one.
Yeah. Because the other one was ventilation shaft, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Ticey now has found the main power bombs.
Yeah, so as someone in chat just put it, one has very good music, two has a really good atmosphere in the soundtrack and all, and Prime 3 just has a bunch of.
Thanks for the impression. I'm still doing my first playthrough in Prime 3, actually, but I'm almost done. But I could kind of agree. But I do like the soundtrack of Prime 3 quite a lot. And I like the atmosphere of Prime 2 as well. But I think Prime 1 has the best music out of all three so far. That's just personal opinion, though. Feel free to disagree, as always. I wish I could sing.
I can't sing either.
Well, that sounds a lot better than what I can do.
Yeah, it's a lot like the bars in the new Super Mario Bros. Soundtrack. Like, yeah, I get it. It was cool at first, but tone it down. Like, come on, you can't make a whole song out of those.
Well, if you're called Nintendo, you can. How difficult is basket, by the way? Because I've never attempted it.
It's pretty difficult. Even skilled runners sometimes just can't do it.
Okay.
It's very precise,
Is it a
very
lot
inconsistent.
is it a lot harder to get a lot harder than getting to Flagra without scanning the things?
Yeah, a lot harder.
A
A
lot
whole
harder.
lot harder than that. Yeah.
Cause like that's one of my last achievements that I got.
Ah, there we go. Faisy got bar skip. Actually, Baha got bar skip really quickly, I think. I wasn't
Yeah,
looking, but like one moment he was above the bars. Then I looked away. The next moment I looked, he was in frigate.
yeah, it was like 2 or 3 attempts, I think, if not first
Yeah,
attempt.
that was really good.
That's why I thought it wasn't so hard, but I guess Baha just made it look easy.
I have no idea how many times he's practiced it. Probably a lot.
You would imagine so, yeah. Don't have grapple beam, so we need to scan Nash over that gap a little bit.
But yeah, it looks like now it's just Baja's race to lose.
Yep.
Essence is going to be a bit annoying without a visor, but
Well, at least there's thermal, right?
yeah, thermal is good. It's a good consolation prize. So Faisy should be approaching gravity finally, which lets them get the one artifact they need in frigate right here. Yep, here we go. That's gravity. And then they also need to get Phazon suit in Magmore.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. So it's Shore Tunnel, which hopefully will make Faisy go up to Warrior's Shrine, which will give them Face On. And that's all. That's all they need.
Do they actually know that I have to go there? Because it's like, they only picked up main power bombs recently, so power bomb locations have just opened up, pretty much.
Yeah, like they obviously don't know that Phazon suit is where it is,
Yeah.
but the last artifact that they need to get in Magmore is very close to that location. So
Right.
hopefully, just the vicinity of it will make them check.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, I forgot to
Wouldn't-
check the item here.
Wouldn't want them to skip the Phazon suit entirely. Wouldn't want them to miss it because it's required. So, as always, Baha is just destroying Ridley's ankles.
Poor Ridley.
Yeah, first you cripple him and then you beat him up. Then you beat him up like as a cripple.
Oh, really good cycles as well.
Just spam missiles. Oh, got charged.
Oh, so just the free aim. I was always wondering, like, the American version of the game does not allow you to just straight up aim at Ridley when he's doing this attack, his dash attack, and shoot his mouth. You actually have to free aim, whereas the European version seems to give you a way easier time there.
I think the European version also lacks a few tricks like scan dashing, or does it just lack the scan point next to the door to the temple to get
No, I
to
think
early
that's it.
alcove?
Because I played on the European version for the very first time when I tried my very first scan dash, and I could pull it off, so...
But was it the vanilla version?
I
Or was
think
it a randomizer?
so. No, I
Was
think
it a
it was the
random?
vanilla.
Because like the randomizer is compatible with the European version and actually patches the tricks that aren't present back in.
Ah, okay. See, I didn't know that. The only thing that I still noticed was, again, I forgot the name of the room that you mentioned before. The puzzle room with the ceiling where you get vanilla plasma beam.
Plasma processing, yeah.
Exactly. That one has super slippery rocks in the European version, but the American version is actually quite forgivable when it comes to
Oh
these
yeah,
rocks.
the US version has a lot more standable terrain there.
Yeah, exactly. Like once I started using the American version of the game, it kind of just worked. Whereas I tried for like half an hour on the European version and couldn't get it once to just stand there.
Oh yeah, PAL also added a powerbomb check, and that is in Trilogy as well. That's why I remembered it being there.
Ah,
I played on Trilogy for the first time, and it had like some rubble on top, some rubble next to the door, just in front of the door, and then playing the US GameCube version, it didn't. And that was weird because I remembered it being there, so that's why it wasn't.
yeah. Like the first shock that came to me was that the stairs of Mecha Hive are actually different from the two versions. That's the first thing I noticed because I was still starting with landing site and stuff. They
Oh,
they
okay. So the room with the puzzle itself, right? So plasma processing is the room where you get the beam itself, which is a different room
yeah.
than the one with the puzzle. The puzzle room is a geothermal core. I couldn't remember that one,
Okay.
but I did remember plasma processing.
I will have forgotten by tomorrow anyway, so
So yeah, the Trilogy version, even the US version of Trilogy, uses the PAL version of Prime One as a base. So that's why all the patches are there, including the working music for Flagra.
yeah.
Anyway, Baja is doing EXO right now, and Faisi is almost done collecting artifacts.
Right, and the only one missing is the one that's near the face on suit, so
Yeah, Faisi also needs the phase-on suit, which hopefully they will get on the way there. What do you mean no one remembers Golly? I remember Golly perfectly. I bleed Gurla. I bleed Golly. I eat Golly for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. I shower with Golly.
oh, I just remembered there's also this one room where you have this giant icicle that you can drop into the ground and then opens up the water so you can pick up an item.
Yeah.
That one has a Metroid in the American version.
Oh yeah, yeah, Hunter Cave, which has
Yeah.
the one lonely Hunter Metroid. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Hunter
I got
Cave.
scared as hell when I encountered that for the first time because I've never
Yeah,
seen that before.
I didn't remember it being there. Oh, is that Frost Cave? Huh.
It would make sense that Hunter Cave is the one that has a Hunter Metroid, right?
I mean, it's just an anecdote I remember, like talking about that cave and saying, well, why wouldn't Hunter Cave have Hunter Metroids? But that could have just been a joke. Could be Frost Cave. I'm not sure.
Baja almost done with Metroid Prime, about to enter Essence.
Yeah, almost done with EXO. Alright, one more hit. There we go. Great.
Bye bye. Suspense.
I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh, what is that? Oh, is that a Metroid thing? Oh.
Metroid Prime, mother of Metroids. I don't know if that's true. I like to think of it that way.
Okay, so Frost Cave is the one with the Hunter Metroid and the item, and Hunter Cave is the other cave, the other big one that connects to Gravity Chamber.
Ah, that's actually the other way around. What a bummer.
Yeah, the one where the flying pirates spawn later on.
Yeah.
So now we just have to shoot blindly at Essence because we don't have X-ray, but
Is there any good strategy to that?
I believe you can see the thermal phase with the X-ray. I'm sorry, with the scan visor. I'm not sure about the X-ray phase.
Because I tried the visor. I had one randomizer where I also didn't have the X-ray for the fight. And I tried the scan visor and I could not identify a scan point, so...
So probably a thermal, probably just the thermal phase. Oh. Okay, so all phases have a scan target, but getting a proper stun lock is very tricky. Because yeah, what Baja's doing right now is just stun locking Essence by just shooting, but just not holding down the button, and also getting in and out of the pool to what's he writing? What do you write on the floor?
Wait, what?
Essence just skipped putting a pole down, I think. There's one right now. Okay, Vicey got... Sorry, Vicey got phase on suit. Good. So now Vicey is also in go mode and can do final bosses right now.
Yep. Unfortunately, just a tiny bit too late.
Oh well. I've seen races with a bigger... with
Tighter gaps, you mean?
yeah, with wider gaps. Yep, Baja Blood, first place overall in the race time room. Out of 4 runners, by the way. We have Baja, Interslice, Vicey, and Red. Baja's first overall with a time of 1:12.05. GG's to Baja.
GG's. Well played indeed. Very impressive play, at least to me, going through Magma Caverns without the Varus suit and actually living it.
So let's keep our eyes peeled in the credits for X-ray visor, just to see what that was. And let's ask Baja if he feels like coming here. Oh, there we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Huge
X-ray
congratulations.
was in training chamber. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel pretty dang lucky. I can't believe I stumbled into that phase on suit like that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
you managed to skip Varia entirely, which bought you a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very impressive.
That was a great heat run.
I was not certain I was gonna make it out alive, honestly. So I'm like, should I go for this short huddle item? And I was like,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
with 6 E-tanks, you had about 70 seconds total, so
Yeah.
you have to be quick, and you did not disappoint.
Yeah, if I see not too far behind here. Final bosses as well.
Yeah, Feisty is also just now at final bosses. Feisty actually took the intended logical path with Vario. So
Yeah.
that's the first thing I'm gonna tell them when they come in here, because I just saw the message they sent in race time where they say they're mad at themselves now, but actually they just did everything well.
This is so weird. This is the least information I've had about elevators in a random elevator seed. I've got like 3 completely unknown elevators.
Oh yeah.
4, actually, yeah. Where did quarantine monitor go? Because that was like our logical place we were supposed to go.
Quarantine monitor went to Lava Lake.
Oh, okay, but Varia was available. Okay.
Yeah, Varia was right behind it, in the icy tunnel.
Interesting.
So logically, you were supposed to get into labs, get supers, get spider, get out of labs, reverse labs, then go into the bell tower, get ice beam, then go all the way through labs again, because Stardust wasn't in logic without thermal.
Yeah, it was.
And get Varia behind Thardus.
Yikes!
So that was terrible, but you both skipped that. Feisty fought Thardus, and you just skipped the suit entirely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weird. Feels weird not doing much of Chozo at all. Once I found that gravity, I'm like, well, I can get hits by going back, so I checked Sun Tower to see if it happened to go to a root cave or something, but it didn't, so... Took off.
Yeah, it's always nice when Chozo is completely empty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it might have grapple beam, but who needs grapple?
True.
So if there's one thing everyone agrees on in Prime, is that the Phazon suit is supposed to glow blue and not red. It's like, even Feisty, who's not using any custom colors at all, still customized the Phazon suit to be blue.
Yeah,
I just noticed.
Is just so slick. Like, pretty much any color you turn it to looks, like, amazing. Just
like, that's the one thing everyone seems to agree on, that Phazon suit is not supposed to be red, it's supposed to be blue.
I actually love how it looks.
I've seen some good oranges. The red is cool too. Yeah, orange looks good.
I've seen green, which also
looks
looks really nice.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. Pretty much any color goes well with black.
That may be true. Did you see? I have not seen a yellow face on screen.
If I wanted to change my colors in the game, I would still need some help because I have no idea how to do that.
It's in the tab. When you create a seed, there's a button right below Export Game that says Cosmetic Options, and that's where you can change the colors.
Okay. I guess I'll fiddle around with that next time I'll do a randomizer.
It's unfortunately you can't choose the colors. It's a hue rotation, but it's still good. And of course, for Phazon suit, it of course doesn't change the main color because, of course, it doesn't, because like hue changes don't apply to white and black.
Yeah.
And grays. So
It would
Looks like-
also probably distract quite a bit if there was a neon pink Samus running around.
Looks like Inner Slice just wrapped up about a minute ago. GG's.
Yep, Interslice finished in second place with a time of 1:18.18. We had very few runners today. I guess it's just a busy day for most.
How many runners do we have usually?
More than 4. Like yesterday we had 10, I think.
Yeah, the
Wow.
Echoes do seem to have a little bit more turnout. I don't know if that's like a Saturday thing or if it's because Echoes is the clearly superior game.
I mean, could be any of the two. Probably Saturday. It's probably the day because people just have to just have to work on Mondays.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people seem to be from the American region, right? In the community.
Yeah, I think this time was picked to try to support both the US and EU because it's evening, but yeah, Sunday evening is probably not great for some of our EU players, so that could be some of it.
I mean, it's still pretty well chosen time overall because it's about to be bad time for me now. So
It's the least worst one.
exactly.
Like, there's not much you can do when you're on opposite sides of the world.
Yep.
This is just about the best you can do.
We should just inhabit only one half of the planet.
Yeah, I too preferred the Pangean days of the planet Earth.
By the way, is there like some sort of point system for the runners, or is it literally just for honor which place you finish in?
Race Time has some sort of pseudo ELO system where it'll assign like a score to everyone based on the race results. It's kind of weird though. It seems to just like reward you for playing though. Like just playing makes your score go up. So someone who just plays a lot will tend to have a higher score than someone who like may be more likely to win.
I guess it's kind of an XP counter.
Yeah. I would also imagine that it's really hard to give points for that because, first of all, each individual seat is different, right? And then your performance might be better than the points that you're getting, or worse.
I see also getting gooped by a plasma ball right as the boss dies there. I was a little scared that was actually going to kill me. That does quite a bit of damage if it hits you right as the cutscene ends. Luckily, I only took the dot and not the actual hit.
Doesn't the ice one deal more damage, though, than the fire one?
Not sure, actually. I thought the fire, like, when you include both the initial and the damage over time is more, but I could be wrong.
Because I managed to die on Essence for the first time ever, because one of these hit me and I didn't even realize. And it was the ice one. Can you is there any reasonable guess in terms of hearing where Essence goes when you can't see it?
If you pull up Scan Visor, it'll still have like a scan point, and then you can sometimes just like watch where it makes a shockwave and just counterattack.
Yeah, hearing isn't very reliable in this game because, like, I've tried relying on it for a Mega Pirate, and it's really random sometimes.
Okay. So I would assume you tried Omega Pirate without X-ray then?
No, it's impossible to deal damage to him without X-ray, but like before he actually comes up, like he's completely invisible, right? Before he even comes up in one of the pools, and I try to anticipate where he's gonna go, but trying to do that just doesn't work most of the time because it's a bit random. Like you kind of hear the laugh around you, but it's not much else. Like it's not really representative of where he's actually going.
mean, you can actually manipulate with like 100% confidence where people show up. The first pool, he'll like choose the farthest one away. So if he stands kind of on one edge of the triangle, you'll know they'll show up like across from you. And then after that, he wants to show up in the farther pool from you that isn't the one he just showed up in.
Yeah, because he doesn't repeat the same one twice.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. I just actually just fought a Mega Pirate in a seed that I was playing today. I just stood there watching two pools at once, and then when I heard him spawning, if he wasn't in either, then I would just turn around and know he was in the last one. Because I'm using mouse and keyboard, so I'm very fast when it comes. I'm very quick when it comes to turning around, so it's not really a problem.
Oh, wow,
I don't really need to anticipate it.
Does using keyboard just make you turn quicker?
Well, if you use Prime Hack, you just use typical FPS controls on PC, and it's just faster than the vanilla controls.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, and then you can adjust your mouse sensitivity, right?
Actually, my mouse sensitivity isn't that high. It's just always quicker than the town controls in the GameCube game. Didn't you get pool skip too?
Yeah, I like kind of knew that was going to happen, but it was a pool he was going to be invisible for me anyways. So.
Oh yeah, really what did you write on the floor?
Oh, just hi.
Ah.
Dropping a power bomb to get rid of the fission Metroids and just come on. All right. See if that does it. Yep. Okay. So that's it for Ficey as well.
GG's.
GG.
There we go. A time of 126.52. Third place overall. GG's to Ficey. Let's see if they want to get in here. So yeah, skipping Varia overall got you ahead by 14 minutes, it seems. Or like 15 minutes, approximately.
Yeah, it meant that I was immediately in go mode. So
yeah, you were in go mode super early thanks to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certainly a super brave decision that 100% paid off.
I wonder what Interslice did. If he was streaming, I'm gonna look.
Oh, so you can also participate in races without streaming them?
Like on race time you can, but I think you can't if you're running a weekly here.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that I've commentated my first race, might as well run one.
Yeah, we'd be
Good
happy
luck.
to have you. Welcome, Ficey.
Anyway, welcome, Ficey.
I can't believe myself right now.
That's okay.
I danced around Phazon suit again.
Yeah, I got extremely lucky with my routing. Stumbled into it very early.
Yeah, to be fair, like Baja won pretty much because he entirely skipped Varia. It's definitely not your fault. You did the closest thing to what was intended. Maha just found a bunch of E-tanks and did a massive heat run through Magmore.
Yeah, so I took the Shorelines elevator instead of going to Quarantine. Got my hints, and then I like stumbled across that monitor station elevator. I'm like, oh, might as well get the 2 out of Magmore. And then I routed through Warrior Shrine to get to Shore Tunnel, and that was apparently the play. Because that put me in go mode really early, and then I just had to go through mines.
I went through mines early and pretty much full cleared it outside of Omega.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it just came down to where's Phazon suit. And, well, it was actually fairly early. It's just I went everywhere but to Warrior Shrine.
I mean, hey, you definitely like it could have gone a lot worse. Your time is still really good.
Did
What
you
would
enjoy
you
the back and forth
would-
Fendrana tour, Faizy?
Yeah.
I got the super missiles and went back and just warped to start. Well, after I checked to see what was in Research Core real quick by peeking through the crack.
Oh yeah.
I went into labs and was fighting the pirates in the first room, and I'm like, wait, there is 100% something in Chozo Ice Temple. So I fought the pirates, turned around, and left labs.
I went straight to chapel.
Yeah, no, that was the right move. It took me too long to consider that labs was not in logic, and since there were no other checks, something had to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the intended path to get to Varia suit, since invisible objects weren't in logic, you had to get Supers and Spider, then go all the way back, get Ice Beam, then go all the way back again, so at this point you've been through labs 3 times, and go get Varia behind Thardus from the back. I think that was the highlight of the seed.
Yeah, I ended up fighting Thardus and trying to get the quarantine dash 3 times before just giving up. Luckily, nothing was back there.
Oh, and of course we always love a required biohazard containment.
Yeah. How about that thermal and hat though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got that pretty early actually. I locked picked that, and then had to go through Frigate 2 more times. So I
Yeah, Baha
3
did.
times and chose
Baha
one.
did. Yeah, Baha did reverse hat without gravity. Then went to Chozo, got gravity, and did regular frigate.
I'm gonna guess PPC led to back Chozo.
I have no idea. I checked so few elevators this seed. I only have 5 written down. So you probably have more. I had to even ask what quarantine monitor went to. So yeah, I can't help you.
Quarantine Mon was Lava Lake, and right behind was Varia. So it's like, hey, go this way, go this way. But
also Baha, you did Waskip incredibly quickly. Was it like first attempt? Was it second attempt? Because we missed it.
Sorry, which one?
The bar skip.
Bar skip. Yeah.
Bar skip. Oh, it probably took me 4 or 5 tries, but yeah, pretty good. I was happy with that. I was annoyed that
really
I fell
good.
down though, and then fell down several times trying to reclimb the room. That was annoying.
Meanwhile, I just got stuck doing it for a couple minutes because it just wasn't working for me.
Yeah,
but it ended up being worth because main plaza was right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's still okay. We all know bar skip is terrible.
I have yet to try it.
It's not bad, but it's not good either.
It certainly doesn't look very fun.
It's definitely, I think, the hardest bomb jump in the game.
Isn't there like a quintuple bomb jump to get out of
Yeah,
bounds?
the hardest the hardest 2 or 3 bomb jump.
Ah, okay.
Because of course there's also the one in mines in Ventshaft that you can do. It requires like how many bombs?
You need like 5, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's also this out of bounds if you go frigate backwards. If you want to leave for the actual entrance, the vanilla entrance.
There's also a very easy out of bounds at the top of Root Cave that people usually use to do Arbor Chamber early.
Right. That's still on my to-do list.
Yep, that's a good one to know.
Yeah, definitely. Plasma is usually pretty late, though today we got it as the first beam.
And super early as well.
First item you could get.
Yep, pretty much. It had to be plasma because nothing else gave checks.
True.
So, is there anything else you would like to say?
No, I'm all good. Yeah, GG's 5Z.
GG's Baja.
Well, if that's it, then I think we can wrap up here. Red is still playing, but yeah, that was this week's seed. Oh, I love the race time room's name, Famous Wiggler. So yeah, that'll be it. Huge thanks to the runners for running. Huge thanks to Fish for helping me commentate. Thanks
No
to
worries.
Market for tracking. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next mission.
Take care, everybody.
Bye
Take
bye.
care.